Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is featuring the ABH Norvina palette. This is the volume 2 and this one is the one with all the greens and blue colors, as you can see. And I have used this palette before, and obviously these are not eyeshadows, these are pressed pigments, so they're very pigmented and you have to be very careful whenever you're using them, but they're pretty easy to use if you use a light hand. And the look I created, I used most of the shimmers because these palettes are mostly matte, but then you have this shimmer, and these 4 shimmers right here. But the palette itself is mostly matte. Now this has been out since last November, I want to say. Pretty sure these are not limited edition. These are permanent to the Norvina line from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So you'll be able to get this at any Sephora. And I also used this really old school. This is the Dream Glow Kit from Anastasia as well. And I really like this glow kit because it's very ethereal. Now, it's being used and abused. You see these colors, they're very true to color whenever you apply them on the skin, which is what I really like. Like if you want that pure lavender, you're gonna get that on your skin. You get this pure pink. I'm sure you can see that. I guess it would be light, but you can see that there. Or even this gold, which is pretty true to golden color. So I love them. They're very shiny, they're very glittery. I mean, if you don't like glittery highlighters, this is not for you, but this is really cool to experiment, to have fun with. And right now you can only go to the supermarket, so this is pretty much the predominant things that I used on my face today. I will also list all the things that I used on my face. I used my favorite lipstick from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, Calabasas Velour liquid lipstick. Now don't forget, click that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share this video with all your friends. Leave a comment down below of other looks or other palettes that you would like to be featured on my channel. And if I have it, I'll be sure to do a look. Now I know I do mostly these colorful looks, but I'll do more neutral looks as well. So hit like, subscribe, share, comment. I really hope you enjoy this look, and if you want to find out how I did it, just keep on watching.
Hello, we're back and excited. Apparently we're gonna start with the CoverGirl Trublend Camouflage Concealer, and I'm using it to prime my eyes. I usually use the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, but this has been very good to me lately, so I just go ahead and use it. So I'm blending it away with the e.l.f. sponge. It's just a regular sponge and it's really good. I love it. I've mentioned it before. I really love this sponge. And we're gonna do this look with the Anastasia Pro Pigment palette volume 2. We're grabbing this green color and we're gonna apply this all over the crease, and I'm building this color up as I go because these shadows are very pigmented, so I'm trying to build this up a little by little. And first, as always, I tap the color on and then I start blending the edges so the edges are not so harsh. And this is kind of like a back and forth applying shadow and then blending the edges. Now we are grabbing the color A2, and this is kind of like a neon green, and the color B3. This is a darker green, kind of like an in-between, like a forest green, and I mixed these two colors to blend away the edge of that first color that we applied. And first I applied that neon green, but it didn't give me the gradient that I wanted, so that's why I chose to use both that forest green color and the neon green. And now we're just going ahead and blending the edges as we go. Now we're grabbing D4, and this is a true yellow, and we are just blending the edges of the other two colors that I applied, and we're just trying to create a gradient from green to yellow, and just as always building up the color, making sure that we don't have any harsh lines, and just blend. Now we're going to cut our crease with our concealer, and I'm using both that same concealer that I used first, the CoverGirl Trublend Camouflage Concealer, and this flat brush. I got it from Shop Miss A, and this is the flat brush that you need to cut your crease. It's perfectly rounded, so it gives you kind of like a flawless cut, and it's perfectly flat, so you can lay all that concealer easily, and it helps to do an easy cut quicker and flawlessly. Now we are grabbing the color C4, and we're just going to use this in the outer corner, and we're just going to blend the concealer with this. And again, I'm building up this color because it is very pigmented, but you don't want to over pigment the area where you want to place the color. So we're applying the color and then blending as we go, and that's pretty much it. Now we're going in with the first shimmer. This is D1, and this is kind of like an aqua blue with kind of like a yellow shift, and we're just applying this on the inner third of our lid. These shimmers are really sparkly, and we just used the tapping motion to make sure that there's not a lot of fallout on our cheeks. And this is a beautiful color, by the way. I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it for the first time. It's one of my favorite colors. Now we're going with A5, and this is kind of like a turquoise green, and we're just gonna go ahead and apply it on the inner third of our eyelid, and just making sure that we blend it with the color on the inner third, just to make sure that everything is cute and blended. Now we're going in with the Wonder Beauty Illuminating Face Oil, and this is to pretty much add hydration to our face. It's been a weird time here in Texas, so my face has been unusually dry, so we're just applying this for hydration. Now we're going in with the Touch in Sol No More Poreblem primer, and this primer is perfect whenever you want to blur your pores. It's amazing. It's silicone based, which means that it literally gives you the look of a blurred pore. It's one of my favorite primers. Now we're going in with the CoverGirl Trublend Camouflage foundation, and we're just gonna apply it with the e.l.f. sponge, and please try to ignore the excess foundation I have on my forehead. It's terrible, I know. But I blend that away with the sponge, and we're just going in, make sure that we have everything evenly distributed, and making sure that we have it evenly applied in like on our neck as well. Now we're going in with the Trublend Camouflage Concealer from CoverGirl as well. And oh, look at the magic of editing. I love it. We're just going ahead and apply it and blend it with the sponge as well, making sure that everything is well blended. I'm trying to use less concealer now, just so my face doesn't look like cakey or feels very heavy. So we're just going to blend this, making sure there are no harsh lines on that side of the temples and on our cheekbones. And we're just going in. Now we're using this Ciaté London Coconut Everyday Vaycay setting powder. And this is one of my favorite setting powders. It's very finely milled. It actually leaves your face looking a little bit blurred too. If I say so myself, it's really good. And we're just setting the concealer in place. Now we're using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus banana powder to pretty much set the rest of our face with it. And I'm using the sponge as well, because I feel like if you use the right amount, it leaves your face looking pretty much set, and I really like it. Now we're gonna go do our brows. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz and the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. And now we're using the Morphe 8H, and this is kind of like a face palette, and I'm using that bronzer slash contour shade with one of the Alamar Cosmetics face brushes to apply my bronzer. Now we are applying our blush. This is the Ciaté London Marbled Light Illuminating Blush in the shade Dusk. And this is a very pretty, it's very natural. I love it. It's one of my favorite blushes. I have been using it nonstop and I don't care. I love it. It leaves your face looking healthy, like a natural. And we're just going ham with it, apparently. Now we are grabbing our Dream Glow Kit, and this is one of the pretty, it's not very old school. This is probably like 2 years old, 3 years old. And we're going to get that pretty pink shade and we're just going to apply it on our face. And we're applying that silver color in like our nose, the bridge of our nose, and the upper lip. Now we are applying the eyeliner. This is the L'Oreal Smoldering Voluminous eyeliner, and if you are looking for the most perfectly black opaque eyeliner, this is your eyeliner. It goes on smoothly, opaque, and it lasts a long time. It's my favorite. Now we're going in with the shade D4 and we're just going to apply it on our lower lash line, and we're just gonna line our eye. Now after this, I did not record which shade I used, but I'm pretty sure that I kind of like emulated the crease color. So this is kind of like the forest green that I used to blend the first color that I applied, and I blend everything out with the yellow. Now we're grabbing the shade A3, which is kind of like a neon green. It's a beautiful, beautiful neon green. And we're just applying this on the inner corner to add that sparkle, that pop, that touch that says, hey, this look is done with. And the shade C1, which is a golden color, champagne-y golden color for our brow bone, and kind of like to add that sparkle. On the inner corner, now we're grabbing the shade D4, which is the blue that we have on the outer corner, and we're lining the upper lash line instead of using like a liner, like a liquid liner. I just went ahead and did this because it makes it look a little bit more flawless and more put together instead of that harsh black liner. Now we're going in with mascara. This is the Grande Cosmetics Drama Mascara. And we're just applying this to our lashes. It's pretty straightforward. I did not apply lashes like falsies with this look. It's just straight up mascara. Now I'm lining my lips with a piece of my lip liner. I do not remember the name of this lip liner, but it's like a pinky nude color. We're just lining our lips, preparing it for our lipstick. Now I'm applying my favorite liquid lipstick. This is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Calabasas Velour Liquid Lipstick, and this is the most beautiful color ever. Like, it's perfect, it's versatile. I really love it. It's my favorite liquid lipstick. And we're topping off with Dose of Color Flirty. This is like a nude color, kind of like to tone down the pink and make it more nude. Now this is it for this look. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.